Hello once again, this is Zandra and welcome to my channel again. I would like to conclude today on the issues around past life to mention and to talk about the different past lives I think I have encountered or I believe I have encountered because they have come to me at different times in my life. But there was one specific period where one person triggered three different past lives with the same energy of that person. And that really confused me because I couldn't work out why one spirit, one energy who featured three times in three different lifetimes, in three different periods, the same energy was present in one person. And I have tried to research whether or not that is possible or whether or not anyone has written about it, and I couldn't find anything like that. So today I wanted to mention to you that when I started working on the past lives issues, I thought I would address each past life as an episode. But what came out of the last two sessions was that, bearing in mind one person, one individual in this current realm triggered three different past lives within me and three different periods, centuries apart. And I wanted to share with you something that you may have experienced, that you don't know that it's real or not real. And I certainly wasn't aware that, because I have not seen any writing on this subject, that one energy, one individual could actually be a composite person of a past lives, and that could trigger it within another. But the behaviors remain the same, because when I experienced this one person triggering three different episodes of my past lives, the behavior was the same. In the fourth past life, the same person triggered a different energy. 3 out of the 4 was filled with hurt and pain and anger and loss and harmful behavior, and out of the darkness that this person represented. And one where I'm an elder, and I am an indigenous elder from the Southern Territory, and I'm dying in his arms, and it's so comforting. And what I couldn't resolve was how this one person could trigger the different energies that related to three different periods over the centuries, but only one aspect of him was kind, loving, gentle, and very comforting as I leave this realm. And in that image, I am comforted by him, and I'm an elder with long gray hair, and I am leaving this present realm, the present realm, which was about 400-500 years ago. And he comforts me as I pass away. But in the other three realms, the different periods, he's a very negative energy. He's filled with darkness, and he was one of the persons I mentioned in the last video, where he triggered the memory of the Algonquin young woman who was harmed by the Mounted Police in Canada 250-300 years ago. But the same individual arose within me another individual called Lady Amelia, and she was in the 17th century, born around 1620 and traveled across the waters to the United States in 1641. And I remember those dates very clearly. I remember the lifestyle I had, my way of living in Somerset, in an area which I love and have always returned to that area whilst I lived in the United Kingdom. And it made me realize why I'm so connected to that area. And another past life, the same individual triggered within me was as a Romanist, and I'm playing a harp, and he's part of the environment but pursues me negatively. So when I think about this one individual triggering the levels of energy that makes me return to these past lives, I'm unsure as to what I should make of it, because I have not been able to find any documentation that talks about this particular dynamic, where one person, current person in this current realm, in this period, could actually be of a soul generation of a different period. But the same individual appears in my experience in this realm and the previous realm as somebody significant to my existence and significant to the way I lived and the way I didn't live and what I had to deal with. And the negativity and the darkness that exists in the person at this present time probably existed then because they triggered the darkness of an experience I had with the energy that he represented. So I wanted to share with you that when we think about our past lives, or when we experience past lives, they may not have very clear answers to give us or clear direction. It just opens up a number of realms that helps us to know that we have existed before and that we have participated positively and negatively with another, or others who participated with us in a negative way, and help us to deal with these encounters today. Because by experiencing this one individual with four different life courses in the past, four different past lives, I've been able to determine what influence or what part he plays in this current phase. And in this current phase, he plays no part. I have kept a distance. I am polite, but I'm aware that the negativity within the individual triggered by a level of darkness. And when I encountered that person, I then looked at different ways of trying to deal with the individual, but his perception, the energy that influenced him and drove him or was driving him in this realm and in the previous realm was similar. They were of darkness, they were of pain, they was of hurt, unresolved pain and unresolved anger that he himself is still trying to deal with. And on that level, I felt that in this realm, at this person, me, was not going to be part of his healing, was not going to be part of an engagement that may end in the same pattern of behavior from the individual. So I would like to find out from any one of you out there whether or not you've come across writings on the subject of the past lives being generated, the souls being generated through one person. So clearly this individual and I had relationships over the centuries, but some of them were negative and one was positive. And I'm not sure how to take and deal with the residual of the hurt and the unresolved things in those past lives that still affect me today. And one of the things I am very clear of is that I have to recognize that when we encounter souls in this current realm and the energies of others that may represent negative episodes of our past lives, we have to determine how we engage with them and not necessarily get involved with the journeying of twin flame or soulmates. Because if that individual was negative at a different period of time in the past, are we going to work to help that individual become positive now, or do we acknowledge that the individual had too many issues, too many darkness, too many parts, P-A-T-H, not P-A-R-T-S, to deal with? And the question we have to ask ourselves is, do we engage with those individuals in the current plane, or do we leave them where they were in the past? And I have decided that it's in my best interest to leave them in the past and be polite, be accommodating if I see the person, be charming, but not get any further involved with the person and their lifestyle today. Because their lifestyle and my lifestyle are so different. Our interests are different. Although we share a lot of things and could laugh about a lot of things, as we did when I engaged with him in the recent past. But I know that in this present situation and in this present phase of my life, he will not be a positive or a generous energy within me, for me. So I have decided, and I did last year, to take a distance and take a step back. And in doing so, it has helped me deal with the journeys of the August portals and all the other portals that occurred in the last year, to deal with the new journey I'm on and recognize that I don't have to be a subject of negativity from another unless I embrace it. And I no longer wish to embrace the negativity or the unfulfilled journeys that some individuals may have had to encounter in their lives. My journey today is to recognize that I've had different past lives, I've been different people, but they all bring me different lessons. And those lessons are to help me let go of things that no longer serve me, no longer serve my best interest, and no longer fits into the pattern of life that I wish to live. And in doing so, I hope the current journey I'm on helps me to reach out to those who truly needs my support, truly needs the help I may give, and truly understands the journey that we should be on given this time of the divine feminine and the age of consciousness that is changing drastically. So I would like you to think about it. We have all had past lives, some more negative and some more positive than others. But whichever we do, we must make sure we choose the best out of the experiences we've had to inform our current journey. And the current journey we are on always matter to the people we are around, or people we love unconditionally, or the people we have to share and understand their journeys and to be accommodating of their strengths and weaknesses as they do ours. So today I want to close the chapter on past lives, because when I speak of it again, it will be in stories. I will write them as stories so that you may remember that I did mention being Lady Amelia, a British English countess. I have been an elder on the Andes. I have been a harpist in Italy. And I've been an Algonquin and an Apoyo young woman. So those are 5 lives that I'm aware of. There may be more. So some of these will be mentioned in my stories and in my writings, but I would not want to discuss and break down the impact it had on me or talk about twin flame journeys or soulmate journeys, because I have chosen not to. I've recognized the value they bring to me, the memories they bring to me, I value the lessons that I've had to learn from it, but I don't need to relive it or to journey with the individual who is around, who is currently around me, not around me physically, but currently in my environment, but to make sure that the influence I want to make in my life this moment does not repeat the negativity that this energy brings around me. I will accept the positive aspects of the individual, but not the negative things that don't fit into my life course at the moment. So, and because I am reaching my first year of the channel, the next video would be celebrating a year that has been amazing. I've had lots of feedback, I've had lots of questions asked, and I have journeyed a lot in some of the stories I've shared with you. And when I think about what I should do for the anniversary of the channel, which is in a few weeks, beginning of August, I thought I would do some recalling of the key aspects of the last year that people have commented on. But what I'd also like to address in that session would be the journeying of the indigenous woman, the descendant of an indigenous community, and share with you my journey. And that will be called The Dreamer. Thank you. If you're interested in what I have to share, or have been confused or not confused, or wanted to know more about the state of the channel and what we are trying to do, what I'm trying to do, please subscribe and share and send me a comment or make a comment or send me a request to discuss in the future. I wish you well, and I suggest you have a nice day today. The sun is out, but we've been experiencing hurricanes. And I pray for all those people who have been subjected to some horrendous weather in the last few days. I just think of how our ancestors dealt with it. Today, we have a task to do. We have to reach out to those who might need our help. So please subscribe and share, and I'll speak with you again soon. Bye.